Welcome back to Chicago, Bears News. Fan report. Hold on to your helmets, Bears Kingdom, because I'm about to drop a bombshell that's going to rewrite everything you thought you knew about this offense. Forget previews on Caleb Williams or DJ. More, there's a dark horse on this roster who could end up eclipsing them both in 2025. That's right, a rookie tight end so explosive, so game-breaking, he might just become the Bears' single most important offensive weapon this season. Now, before you roll your eyes, hear me out. We all know Super Bowl champions are built on quarterback play, but a closer look at the numbers reveals a sneaky truth. Since 2015, the top tight ends on Super Bowl winning teams have averaged over 64 yards per game, essentially matching the output of an elite WR1. Take out one dud performance, and that average jumps close to 70 yards a game, a total smack in the jaw of production you can't ignore. Enter our mystery man. He's 6'5", built like a brick house and runs routes with the grace of a ballerina. He blocks like a freight train, he hauls in contested catches like they're soft tosses, and he's got the kind of hands that make veteran cornerbacks quake in their cleats. Word around Hollis Hall is that Pro Football Network's own tight end guru, David Behrman, is already calling him huge for Caleb Williams, arguing that this kid isn't just another safety valve, he's the avalanche waiting to bury every defense that dares line up against him. Let's flash back to Sam Laporta's meteoric rise in Detroit. In 2023 and 2024, head coach Matt Eberflus, yes, he's our guy now, turned Laporta from a second-day pick into a bona fide weapon on a team that went 27-7. Laporta's rookie numbers were jaw-dropping, over 50 yards per game and double-digit. He threw touchdowns, and he did it on a Lions squad that finished second only to the Kansas City juggernaut. Now, imagine that blueprint transplanted right here in Chicago with Caleb Williams' cannon arm and that rookie's freakish athletic gifts. So, who is this rookie phenom? He's the Michigan standout everyone raves about in scouting circles, Colston Loveland. But don't let the college pedigree fool you. He isn't another glorified blocker. He's caught nearly 70 passes last season, racked up over 850 yards, and torched top 10 college defenders on a weekly basis. His vertical threat opens the field for every gadget play you can dream up. Seam routes, wheel patterns, even end-around screens that look more like jet sweeps once he hits the second level. Behrman put it best when he said this kid will be Caleb's safety net when the pocket collapses. Imagine Williams evading pressure, breaking ankles, then dumping it over the middle to a 260-pound mismatch who can truck a tackler and turn a 5-yard gain into 20. That's not a hypothetical. That's your 2025 Bears offense, folks. And if you need more proof, dig into the Super Bowl box scores. The tight ends on the last 10 champions have been the unsung heroes, second on the team in targets, receptions, yards, and touchdowns. A rookie cult hero could slot into that exact profile for Chicago and give us the dynamic X factor to flip games. The best part? Colston Loveland flew under the national radar because the draft hype was all about the QBs and the flashy receivers. But behind the scenes, coaches have been lighting up his name in play design meetings, sketching up too tight formations, and installing packages just to exploit his unique blend of size, speed, and hands. If head coach Matt Eberflus and offensive coordinator Luke Getsy unleash this weapon properly, the Bears will have a nightmare for defensive coordinators, a mismatch on every down, a hands and eyes clinic in the seam, and a back-shoulder fade that will haunt opponents' nightmares. So, is this all just smoke and mirrors? Or could Colston Loveland truly outshine our veterans and become the driving force behind every big play? One thing's for sure. When the Bears break the huddle this fall, all eyes will be locked on the guy they didn't see coming. And if he lives up to the billing, and the numbers say he will, then get ready for the rookie tight end to command the spotlight in every highlight. Real. The stage is set, the mysteries have been teased, and the potential is off the charts. Stay locked into Chicago Bears News Fan Report as we track Loveland's every step through training camp and into the regular season. This kid just might be the key to unlocking a Bears offense that can make noise in the NFC North and beyond. If you're just as fired up as I am to see this rookie tight end rewrite the Bears narrative, smash that like button, subscribe to Chicago Bears News Fan Report, and ring that bell right now, because Part 2 is where we break down exactly how Colston Loveland could explode onto the field and change everything for Chicago. Picture the season opener at Soldier Field. The crowd is roaring, traffic still snarled on Lakeshore Drive, Bears flags whipping in the wind. It's third down near midfield, and the offense huddles. Caleb Williams surveys the defense, eyes darting downfield, but instead of his veteran targets, he turns to Loveland aligned in the slot. The snap, the pump fake, the seam cut. Loveland leaps over a linebacker, snags the ball at its highest point, and takes off up the sideline. Suddenly, what looked like a 3-yard catch turns into a 45-yard sprint to the end zone. That is the kind of explosive play this kid has in his DNA, and it's exactly why he could become the Bears' secret weapon before you even blink. Opposing defensive coordinators will spend endless hours drafting game plans. They'll focus on Williams' legs and DJ Moore's breakaway speed, but Loveland's presence will pull linebackers out of the middle, open up the flat for Armani Brooks, and turn standard cover 2 shells into Swiss cheese. Every false step by a safety in his direction will be punished. And when the game is on the line in November, defenseless defensive backs will watch film of his contested catches, muttering, "How did we miss that kid?" But more than the jaw-dropping yards, Loveland brings an attitude you only see in the greats. He plays every snap like it's a Super Bowl. He blocks with purpose, sealing edges so well you'll think he's an offensive tackle moonlighting at tight end. He drops in for check-down passes, balloons his frame to snag behind a covering safety, then powers through an arm tackle to pick up the first. His combination of finesse and power is unprecedented, and head coach Matt Eberflus has already hinted in off-season interviews that he sees this guy as a nuclear-grade mismatch in the red zone. As the season progresses, watch the way offensive coordinator Luke Getsy schemes for Loveland. Expect jet sweeps disguised as tight end screens, high-low progressions that funnel the defense into a death trap painted by speedy play-action fakes, and sneak packages where Loveland pulls in from the wing just to act as a decoy, only to slip underneath for that 15-yard back shoulder throw when no one expects it. We're talking about an offense that can morph on the fly, making defenses guess until game day, and let's not forget special teams. In training camp highlights, Loveland has already shown a knack for downfield tackling on kick coverage, sprinting 40 yards to nail a returner in his tracks. That kind of hustle sets the tone every Sunday, inspiring teammates to push harder in every phase of the game. A true franchise heartbeat beats in that kind of relentless effort. If Loveland truly blossoms into the kind of weapon David Behrman and other experts predict, the Bears' offense will transform overnight. Imagine topping the league's red zone efficiency charts, torching opponents for over 25 completions to the tight end position weekly, and forcing every defensive coordinator to allocate a safety to guard him one-on-one. That's game-breaking power, and it could be the reason the Bears vault out of the NFC North basement. So, whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or watching from your couch, keep your eyes glued to number 89. If he lives up to even half the hype, you'll witness a rookie season for the ages. One that could end in weekly highlight reels, Pro Bowl nods, and possibly an MVP campaign for Caleb Williams buoyed by his security blanket of a tight end. This is our moment. Colston Loveland is the unknown variable that could ignite a Bears revival. Don't miss a single snap. Stay tuned to Chicago Bears News Fan Report for training camp updates, preseason breakdowns, and weekly film sessions on Loveland's rise. Because if this kid is as special as we believe, you'll want to say you saw it first. Go Bears!